What's good, y'all? Hope everybody's enjoying their Sunday, quarantine Sunday. I guess damn near every day is like a Sunday now, right? No? To somewhat be a source of inspiration, you know? Make sure we all stay active. We have to understand and realize that, you know, the world is over. It's over. It's a whole new world now. Doesn't mean it's a bad thing. It just means it's never going to be the same. And a lot of people be afraid of change. But how could you be afraid of change if you don't like your life? Or if you want your life to be better? If you don't like your life, the only way for it to get better is for change. So you have to embrace change, you know? And that's what I've been doing. You know? Full on. And I'm also embracing being a general. Meaning leading in a war. You know, being active in the war. You know, being the source of answers when people ask questions. You know, still giving people hope and opportunities. You know? Like a lot of motherfuckers really be pretending they generals. Talked a lot of shit. You know, act like warriors. But as soon as the war happens, where they at? Why you don't see them moving? You know? So now you can really see who's the real deal. Whoever's not doing shit right now is not the real deal. They do well when everyone else is doing well. They do well when they got support. But can they do well on their own? Can they be self-sufficient? Independently? Can you fight for not only yourself and others? Because I'm not only proud that I'm doing well, I'm proud that I'm doing well enough to actually still pay my crew. You know what I'm saying? Like, who's still paying their crew? So a lot of niggas you thought was bosses ain't bosses because they can't pay you. So if you were sitting around listening to somebody that was saying, yo, I'm your boss, well, where they at now? What they doing for you now? What's your employer doing for you now? How much are they helping you now? You know, who's helping you the most right now? It's you, right? So that's who you should always depend on. At least that's how I see it. You know how happy I am? I'm not dependent on nobody right now. Like, I'm not dependent on no television network to give me a check. Or I'm not dependent on a record company to have to send me something. You know what I mean? That I'm only dependent on me and what I'm gonna sell. And I'm fully confident that I can survive. And that's what independence is. So right now, it only makes logical sense to focus on how you're going to win, not survive. Fuck survive. How are you going to win in the new world? And if you don't get that answer the first time, keep thinking until you figure it out. Keep working until you figure it out. Like, yo, I don't remember a second or time I didn't have something to do, but if I didn't, I would just be doing shit, calling people, looking until I find something. But you can't stop. Thank you. I see somebody said the app is fire. I appreciate that. You can't stop. You know what I'm saying? What's my go-to? My Afrezza. I get the Afrezza quick. When my blood sugar's high, I get the Afrezza. And that's another thing. You got to be healthy as well. Like, you can't think you have a healthy mind and not a healthy body. And you can't think you have a healthy body and not have a healthy mind. It was one and the same. So also take this time to keep yourself in shape. You don't want to come out of this shit fat. You know what I'm saying? And you don't want to come out of this or bigger than you were. You know, make yourself better right now. See, the thing about us as a culture, is we're always in survival mode. We can never plan for the future because we always have to survive in the present. And this is a good time to figure out how to not have to survive in the present, enjoy it. But you could plan now for your future and start working now for it. And don't stop, you know? Don't stop. And don't try to do everything everybody else is doing. Because then you hustle on a crowded block. Like, who wants to sell 2 for $5s and nickels? You know, you want to sell weight. So if you playing on a crowded block, you're going to have to, you know, it's too much hard. You don't want to do something everyone else is doing unless you did it first. So the thing is, what everyone else is doing, you know, all this content from the crib, I was doing that like 5-6 years ago. And now that everyone's doing content from the crib, I'm doing content from my studio. So probably what's going to happen is people are going to say, shit, I should have invested in having my own studio. People might think it might make sense to have your own cameras. You know, you might understand that content gives you residual income, but it's not just like lifestyle content. You got to be able to make a beginning and a middle, and you got to be able to make an end. And then put that out, something people can see forever, something timeless, not something that just plays like, you know, for a short period of time and then it's over. Like you look at a movie and you like it, your kids look at it, your kids look at it, your father, your parents, everybody looks at it. You know what I mean? The app, Dame Dash Studios. Because if you got it, you go on your phone or go to damedash.com, App Store, Fire Stick, all of that. You know? What's those Reese's that? Is that those Reese's? You know, big shout out to anyone that's affected. Big shout out to my uncle, my great uncle passed, Willis. I love him, you know, and I'm sad that he passed, and I'm sad that I won't be able to, you know, go to a funeral. So we're all feeling, you know, and it's crazy because at any day you could get that call. So you have to appreciate this moment. If you're not sick, if no one in your family's sick, if you haven't just felt any kind of pain that should slow you down, appreciate that free, clear moment. Take advantage of it. Don't sit around and complain and worry over dumb shit. Go and embrace the fact that you're healthy. Embrace the fact that the people you love are healthy. And take advantage of every second. Because I'm sure the first thing someone's going to say if they get their lungs, yo, if I get another shot, I'm going to work so hard. Work so hard. Don't wait till you have to be like, yo, if I get another shot. Go hard. Go hard now. Why wait? You know what I'm saying? Why wait? There's no reason to wait to make your dreams come true. And there's no reason to step to the sidelines and watch somebody else making their dreams come true while you sitting around salty because you too scared to make your own. And the only thing that's stopping you from going and getting no money or going and making your dreams come true is fear. But what are you really scared of? What are you really scared of? If you're doing something you love, if you really, truly love it, it's never a failure. You're just doing what you love. And if you can figure out how to monetize it and make money from it, then you really won. But you're winning if you love what you're doing regardless. You know? And if your intent and your agenda is right, it should, you know, and you give enough effort, it will reveal itself. It never happens overnight. It's never easy. You're always going to be tested just to see if you're going to quit. And once you get over the hardest part, it gets real easy. And I'm speaking that from experience. So that's why you see me, my head's been down. I knew what everyone was going to say while I was trying to make my dreams come true of making my own television network independently owned by me and my own streaming service. No corona. And learn how to direct and all the things that come with it. I knew what everyone was going to be saying, and I didn't give a fuck. I knew I wasn't going to be able to really buy some dumb shit for years because I didn't want to. I wanted to buy cameras. I wanted to get, you know, I wanted to get a studio. I wanted to build a platform. I wanted to put out my own albums. My own movies, my own TV shows. I wanted to put people that I care about, that I believe deserve a shot. I wanted to help them. You know? So until that happened, I social distanced. You know, I just got my own space and just worked with my head down. You see me on Instagram, that's it. You're not seeing me outside until my dreams have come true. And I'm not even wanting to go outside. I have no desire because I'm having too much fun inside making my dreams come true. You know what I mean? Like, who wants to go to a party and go someplace else where there's a bunch of people you don't know when you loving exactly where you at, who you around, and what you doing? Why would I stop to escape that? You know? Why would I stop to escape something I love? I love making my dreams come true. I love every part of it. You know? It's fun. I'm laughing at doing it. You know, every time you move forward, not even a big win, a little win, it's a celebration. You know what I'm saying? Like, for those that love to go to clubs and they're trying to escape their job, think about how much you love when you go to a new club. You're like, oh, this shit is hot. And then the next couple of weeks it gets whacked. And then you go to another new club. Well, that's how I look at businesses. I love how it feels to break a new business. It's like going to a new club or meeting a brand new fine woman or some dumb shit like that. It's the best feeling in the world to start something from your brain, and because you love it, work hard at making it become a reality and then seeing it actually work. So Rockefeller was a dream. I saw it come true. Rockway, it wasn't an accident. I dreamed it. Rockway was a dream. It wasn't an accident. It didn't just smack me in the face. I dreamed about it. Making state property. You know, doing the Rachel Roy brand. Making a television network. Everything that I did was a dream first. And it felt good because I loved it. And then when it became a reality, it's the best feeling. That's why I keep doing it over and over. I'm addicted to it. That's what it is. I just realized that. I'm addicted to starting new businesses and making them win. And I love starting from scratch. I love that shit. But you got to be cut from a different cloth to enjoy that type of shit. I think you might have to be a little crazy like me. But it's so much fun to be independent, to do what you want, to not have to care about what other people think, and meaning not to say being disrespectful, just saying if you have an opinion, you don't have to hold your tongue because you might get fired or you might not get hired or other people not going to like you. If I feel something, I can say it. And even if someone says some crazy shit about me in the newspaper, you can't fire me. You can't fire me for my own fucking business. And if my work is good, you're not going to stop people from buying it. You know? And that's just what I've been doing. Fighting for what I believe in, doing what I want to do. People have been trying to stand in my way any chance they get. If hate was a brick wall, then I'd be fucked up. But it's not. It's just an energy. And my positive energy is way stronger than anybody's hateful negative energy, as you see. And again, all these motherfuckers that been talking about me, what they doing right now? Everybody that's been fronting, talking about they got this, that, and the third, and they this powerful, what are they doing right now? How are they functioning in this war? You know? And then you can see who's the real deal and who's not. You know? Who's loving people right now? Who's helping people right now physically? You know? Who's doing anything for anybody right now? That's a general. Now, who's sitting around just caring about themselves? Only worried about themselves? You know? Self-preservation. Who's doing that? And then who's not doing anything at all, not even loving all that? But you know, I'm not on that in that category, and I feel happy. I wake up every day and I'm excited about my business. I'm excited about what I'm gonna do today. I'm excited about the new opportunities that are gonna present themselves. I'm excited about the challenges. You know, I'm excited to go work because I'm working on my dream. And if this dream comes true, so many other people's dreams are gonna come true. And we all gonna have such a good time, all like-minded people that fight for culture, that are independent, you know? And it's not a color thing, it's a culture thing, it's a like-minded thing. You know what I'm saying? And when I got the plug, I share it. Period. Period. And then just look at the people that's going to start talking shit and the moves they try to make all of a sudden. Like out of left field. While I'm sitting in the house doing my own thing. Watch the defense. It's going to be whack. These niggas is playing checkers. They're not ready for this kind of war. this kind of war. I'm this kind of war when it comes to them. They're not ready for this kind of war. They never seen a general like this. This is a different kind of general. You know, you have to be able to survive in all environments. You know, that's what you have to be prepared for. Not for shit that doesn't happen, or not that shit that happens all the time, for that shit that happens that one good time that could wipe you out. You got to be worried about that time, you know? You have to have your foundation right. And it might mean taking certain risks, but I don't feel like if I don't take the risk, that's the biggest risk, you know? If I don't take chances for my dream, then I'm risking that they'll never come true. And that's the biggest risk. You know what I'm saying? And that's just how I feel. And again, if you're not on this page for no motivation, you know, I know some people might be on this page to try to steal ideas or see what I'm doing. I'll give you the ideas. You ain't got to steal nothing. But be positive. If you came to this page negative, you should leave positive. You should feel empowered. You should feel like a fucking clown if you don't love nobody but yourself. If you want to sit around talking about other people all day and judging people all day. If you go on this motherfucking page, when you leave this page, you should be ashamed of yourself. If you don't come out of here better. You know, this ain't the bubblegum page. This is the page for evolution and helping. Today, the Yacht Squad is doing a special screening of OG stories. You know, I think you got to get on his guest list, the Bishop. Go on the Yacht Squad DM, whatever. He want to send you the link. I guess he'll send it. But he's definitely doing something. I'll be there. You know, Do It All's probably be there. I'm doing a short film festival. I'm actually going to start a short film section on DDS, on Dame Dash Studios. And this week I'm going to give you all a surprise, a short film from somebody, one of my friends that did something that's kind of fly. And again, you're going to see I'm going to keep making and giving new content every week. So like every week I'm going to be celebrating. And that's my way of my Get Money from the House challenge, is just to keep doing new shit every week, give y'all new content. You know, and not content from the crib. You know, we could do lives from the crib. I'm going to give you content, real professionally produced content with a beginning, middle, and end. Shit that should be on TV, is going to be on TV, but you can get it on my television network. You know? Period. I appreciate that. So Mike say subscribe yesterday. I appreciate you. And, you know, you could get on there and get off there. Just check it out. But I guarantee if you get off, you're going to see some more content. You have to jump back on. Because I'm not going to stop. And our content's not stupid content that distracts you. It's going to be content that you could learn from. You know? It's going to be content that makes you better. That's why there's spirituality like the Yacht Squad. But also Billy Carson, who translated the Emerald Tablets, and Therapy with Taj. I'm going to give y'all a new, whole, complete... I have a whole complete season of Healing is Gangster. And not just him interviewing me, a lot of people. Shit is fly. And then I got another episode of Dress to Kill coming. No corona. That's smoke a cough. And then we got Health is Wealth. Rocky's cooking. Yo, she's been cooking so much shit in here. It's so crazy. You know? So, like I'm saying, I'm just leading by example. As I'm talking, it sounds like, oh, he's just talking. I'm telling you, low. If I could do all of this shit, you could do all of this shit. I'm a regular cat just like y'all. I just like to work hard. So work hard and you'll have everything. If I could do it, you could do it. So if I'm stepping my hustle game up, I'm challenging everybody to step their hustle game up. I'm challenging everybody to win. You know what I'm saying? I'm challenging everybody to be better. That's my challenge. Be better. Let's see, where's the rest of the house at? This is just leaving me all alone. You know? So make sure, go get like an iPhone or go get a 5D or 7D, anything, and try to make a short film. I bet you might find you better than you think at it. Try some new shit. I already made a short film while I was in here. I made a little horror flick. You know what I'm saying? I guess everybody taking a nap. Niggas is tired of here. Let me see. Oh, she's taking a look at it. She's gonna. What are you doing? I'm ready to walk the dogs. You see? She's all wrapped up, soft blanket and all that. Taking a little nap. That's cool. See, everybody tired. I be tiring everybody out. Let's see what Nicolette is. Doing. Everybody sleeping here. Now we hustling in here. We gonna walk the dogs. You feel me? Hey, Nicolette. You don't want to walk the dogs? What you sleeping? Oh. All right. Well, Rock, take your time. I'm all right. Rocky, she's in the tub. So everybody's just taking a nap. I'm chilling. Y'all want to walk? The dogs is like, look. Look at Astro. He got a little bone in his mouth. Look. This nigga's funny. Where you got that bone in your mouth? Where you get that bone from? You're a funny little dude. So yeah, y'all. Go check out OG Stories. Go check out Dress to Kill. Go check out the T Grizzly concert that we did. Go check out the new comedy with Memphis Will. We got comedy. Oh yeah, Cynthia's in there doing a whole lot of comedy. Oh shit, Nuska's in the building. Let me see what's up with Nuska real quick. Nuska had corona, but she don't have it no more. But I'm gonna kick it with her for a quick second. No, I don't think she answered. That's messed up. So yeah, so we got all that coming. You know what I mean? Why she? Oh, shit. I don't think for some reason I can't connect. I don't know why. But yeah, so Norska has an art gallery. If you're an artist, let's see you paint. If you make music, make some records, make movies, make some short films. If you want to cook, make some recipes, write a book, learn an instrument, learn a language. Mad shit to do. Should nobody be bored. And if you're not using Instagram for no business or to learn something, and you find that you on a certain amount of hours a day, or a lot of them hours, you could be learning something. You could be doing something, and then be having the Instagram on while you're doing it, covering it. That's what I be doing. You know what I'm saying? I put the Instagram on, but just to showcase me working. You feel me? I know I can't get on. I definitely tell Daniel what's up. Definitely elevation. Definitely elevation. So yeah, y'all. Tomorrow I'll probably be here. Definitely. I think this shit is honestly it's gonna last for about a year. And if it's gonna last for a year, fuck it. I'm gonna be prepared. I'm not gonna cry about it. I'm not gonna be devastated. I'm gonna just start preparing for it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna just get on top of my grind. Why would I do anything else? If you know you're gonna win, it doesn't matter. No matter what the game is, just know you're gonna win. Prepare yourself, even if it's a new game. You know what I'm saying? Oh look, I think I see Nicolette. Little boy baby, what's happening? I know it's gonna be a minute. We gotta get focused. I've just been running. It's funny, I ain't been nowhere, but I've been running. But we gotta get focused so we can finish these records and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? For real. So again, I just want to lead by example. I'm gonna hustle hard every single day. You're gonna see content every day. You're gonna see new projects every day, and I want to see everybody else do the same. It's all relative. Do your version of what I'm doing. Just do something, but just don't sit around and look to be distracted all day or look to be entertained. Chip away at the dream, or else you're just gonna be watching other people chipping away at your dream. You know what I'm saying? Or at their own dream. You feel me? But God wants this bone so bad. He got the bone, buddy. Leave him alone. You know what I mean? And there's a time for fighting, and there's a time for relaxing. In this moment, I would say it's time for fighting. But fighting for what you love, fighting for the people you love, and fighting so that when this thing is over, life is better than it was before. And I just think that makes the only sense. You know what I mean? And also, it's important to have your health right. It's really important to have your health right because right now, you can't be susceptible to infections. So you got to make sure you're eating right. You know, and again, to get yourself healthy is not an overnight thing. So start now so you could get it done. And even if you didn't have to, just like before, you should be prepared. So always be healthy just in case something like this happens. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy because our culture is getting hit the hardest from this. And it's because we eat the worst, you know? And we have to start eating better. We can't eat from the bodegas all the time and eat all that preservative up shit and all that Popeye shit. You know, all that fast food, man. That's how we trusting people that corporate people for the shit that we put in our mouth. Those are the people you don't trust at all. You don't trust corporate with your food. You know what I mean? And that's the reason why I got the health is wealth. Because I made it a point, man, I got to eat healthy. I'm enjoying myself, man. I'm 48. I'm about to be 49. And I'm having a ball. What you doing, man? You know? But that's because you got to look at your future. What do you want because you know how you feel right now? Like you here, right? That's how it's going to feel 20 years from now. You're still going to feel like you're here. You're still going to want to be, comfortable and laughing. So you got to make sure your future looks good and start working now so that you can relax in your future. Like if you're working hard now, you might not want to work this hard in your future. So you have to make sure you do something so that you don't have to do what you're doing now later. You don't want to be doing the same exact thing you was doing before 20 years later, 10 years later. For me, every year I be wanting to do some new shit. You know what I'm saying? Keeps life fun. So again, I just suggest y'all get some inspiration from this shit. Work, hustle hard, be in competition as far as like my friends, we be like, yo, you can't out hustle me. And that's not a bad competition. Constructive competition. Who could love the most? You know what I mean? Who could have the best new idea? Who could get us all the most money at one time? Like start those competitions. You know what I mean? And then you won't be so mad at your friends when they're doing good. Cause you'll be happy because y'all doing shit together. When they win, you win. Thought I smelled smoke for a second. You know what I mean? Yeah, this is my version of broke. Somebody said you broke now? Yeah, I'm broke. This is what my broke look like. Yeah, if you're gonna be broke, make sure your broke look right. This is what my broke look like. This is my version of broke. What's your version of broke? You know what I'm saying? It's all relative. Yeah, to me, I'm broke. I ain't got that billion. But I'm not living bad. You know what I mean? But it's all relative. Yeah, farming is important. Farming is important. Definitely. Growing your own food is important. I'm growing some blueberries. I got some blueberries out here growing. But I got a place for that. Don't worry. I just got shit to do. That's a blueberry tree right there. It's a little blueberry tree. You know what I mean? So yeah, I can't be mad if this is my spaceship and the way I gotta struggle. I'm gonna struggle hard. Under this condition, I could do it all day. It's not bad. That's why I'm like, fuck all that. Why would I compromise? This is what broke looks like. I might as well go for the gusto. Because I can't wait to see what rich look like. You know? Well, he can't. Let's see with this bone. He just waiting for him to drop that bone. Let him play with the bone, purple face. Niggas is funny, man. You know? And definitely the quality of living is your wealth. Money in the bank don't really mean nothing. And really, to be honest, the answer to that question is I feel very wealthy because I'm in love with my girl. I love what I do. I like the people around me. I'm healthy. You know, I'm free. You know, that's wealth. You know, being unhappy, lonely. Like if I had $1 billion in the bank and I had to sit and do this quarantine all by myself and nobody cared about me and I had nobody to care about, you know, that seems like being broke to me. But I could sit around through this shit and laugh, you know. I could still make music, make content. My girl is laughing. She's comfortable or wrapped up in a blanket, you know. How could that be? How could that feel broke? You know, I got a purple puppy right here with a nigga happy, nigga. Everybody happy. And to me, that's wealth. You know, that's wealth. Now, somebody said wealth is health. That's stupid. I guess you never had no wealth. You'll see. It's overrated if you're not happy, bro. Money don't mean shit if you're not happy. You know what I'm saying? Somebody said quit suing people. How the fuck do you know? Man, that's dumb again. Tabby Benet's in the building. It's silly again to talk about another man's business, you know? It's crazy to me how people don't understand the business game, but they speak on the business game. No matter what, when you in business, the reason why big businesses have legal departments is because they have to go to court a lot. It's all part of the game. But the thing is, because y'all think, you know, I don't know, y'all don't look at me as corporate because I talk directly to you. I'm corporate. I'm independent, but I'm a business. And I'm about that action, and nobody's going to steal or take nothing from me. But you haven't been in business, so you don't know people do that. And if you have, you might only been in one business. But if you're in one business, you'll have at least one lawsuit. I'm in 10 businesses. So at any given moment, I'm going to have 10 lawsuits. And that's just the game. You know what I mean? Period. Period. And I embrace all negativity because I think if you come in here, you must feel real insecure to talk about other people. So I'm just hoping anyone that comes here dark, they leave here light. Again, that they feel guilty about being on some bubblegum shit. About being like an adult man talking about another adult man or waving another man's flag. That should be embarrassing to you. To you. You know, not to people. All you should worry about is how you feel about yourself. So when I hear people that talk about, you know, other people so intently in a negative way, it's like showing that you hate yourself. It's showing that you're lonely. You know, it's really showing your hand. If you, unless you have a purpose, like if somebody hurts you or you trying to teach somebody something, I can understand that. It makes sense to like showcase what not to do or what to look out for or to fight for something you love. But if you don't have a purpose in life, I don't understand or couldn't even comprehend how I would feel if I had nothing to fight for. How much life would suck if I had nothing to fight for. You always got to have something to fight for. You know, if you have children, you have something to fight for. If you have a family, if you have a girl, if your parents, anything you love is worth fighting for. Your art is worth fighting for. You know, you just have to have something, and you have to fight the right fight, not the ego fight, the overcompensation fight. Like it's what's productive, the logical fight, the what yields fight. You know, not the way other people, not the way you look to other people fight. That's stupid. You know, it's what really yields personally, what really makes you happy, what really makes your family happy. I don't know why people are worried about what people, or who. I don't know why people are worried about what people think that they don't know. I don't understand that. Like, if I don't know you, why the fuck do I care what you think? You know what I'm saying? And I don't know why people live by that. You know, like they just sit around worried about what other people think. It stops them from saying things, doing things. I don't see what the negative recourse is if someone just doesn't agree with you. Like, what's the worst? What happens? There's nothing physically that happens when someone doesn't agree with you, unless, you know, they try to fucking hit you or you try to hit them. But just for saying something, just for, you know, having a difference of opinion, it's not illegal. And it doesn't give anyone the right to try to hurt you. You know what I mean? It doesn't give anyone the right to be negative towards you. But most people that do that are just completely insecure. You know, it means you're pretending you're something you're not. You know? Well, when I burn a bridge, so you burn the bridges, don't you want friends? I mean, if I burn the bridge, it's because I don't want to go back. You know, I'm the kind of person to be like, yo, once I'm done, I'm done. I don't even want to never feel or have any excuse to go backwards. I got to go forwards, you know? So that's why I burn it down, certain bridges. You know what I mean? And those bridges were fake bridges in the first place. They shouldn't have been burned down. I blew them down. I ain't burning them down. Stop complaining. But he wants that bone so bad, man. He's so stubborn. You know? Oh shit, 420 is tomorrow, isn't it? It sure is. Yeah, I guess they don't get it. Certain people don't get it, but most people, the people here, are here for that. If you hear because you get it. You know what I mean? You didn't come here to hear some or see some stupid shit. I would only imagine that people came here just to hear something that's going to evolve them. They didn't come here to see no dumb shit. They didn't come here to see me fronting and shit like that. You know? And that's not what I want on my page. I only want people that want to evolve. I only want people that want to do better. I only want people that want to love and fight for what they believe in and break patterns. You know, we've been hypnotized into just being slaves and soldiers, into thinking we're meant to wake up at 8 in the morning, go to a 9 to 5, come back at 8 or 6, go to bed, and wake up and do the same thing over and over again. Sit in the office for 8 hours a day while the sun's out. We're trained to do that since we were kids. What's school? It's the same hours as work. And what are you doing? You're sitting behind a fucking desk all day, just like work. It's training us to think that it's okay to sit behind a desk when it's hot outside, when you should be outside surfing or planting something or playing, you know? And we got to break those patterns. You know, that's the whole purpose. The whole purpose is for us to evolve. You know, we're being controlled, and it's not with like physical change, it's with mental change. And, you know, I'm not on no granola shit. I'm serious. I'm like, damn, I'm wondering why people are so unconfident about trying to do things on their own, and why we're so programmed to fight our own, but we're so scared to fight others. You know what I mean? That's just programming, you know? Yeah, popping tags is, man. I think I like staying fresh. I don't do it to showcase I got bread. I do it just because I like the way it looks. Like, who wants to look weathered? I don't like to look weathered. I like to be crispy. But I also like the art of like designing clothes, and I like the process. You know what I mean? Like, I learned how to make suits in Savile Row in London. You know what I'm saying? All of that shit. Everything is an art for me. The art form, like the process is what I like. I don't like to just buy it. I like to know how to make it. I like to know how to produce it. You know what I mean? Like, I really don't like buying certain things that are made by other people. You know, I just don't really love having another person's name on me. You know what I'm saying? So I'll be like, yo, let me go make my own shit. Like, why have another dog I have my own dog. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, as much as I possibly can. As much as I possibly can. But I just do love creatively. I love the process. You know, I love the creative process for the physical making of it. And then I love the process of turning it into a business. Like, that's a creative thing for me as well. It's an art to know how to sell something and do it different than other people. So that's what marketing is, right? You know, relaying a message to people and doing it in a way that others haven't. You want to be different. So that's an art. And then even the way you sell it, the way you market it, the way you package it, the way you make it, it's all an art. And I love that. I just love the art of creating. You know, I love the art of getting better. Oh shit, I got my man Gabron. Hey Gabron, get on the Gabron, I bet you won't get on the live. Get on the live, Gabron. My man Gabron is on the live. Gabron is the dude, he's like, yo, you gotta start going live, bro. You gotta talk to people, you gotta explain this shit. And I was like, but I be working. He's like, nah, go ahead, man. So I said, all right. You see, I listen to people when they tell me certain things. You know what I'm saying? I bet he won't jump on though. Or yeah. Gabron actually, Gabron actually, uh, Gabron actually built the Black Rock site. If you went to Black Rock, he built the app. Him and his crew, and we were actually building trying to build the streaming services like before Netflix and shit. You know, all this shit that we're doing now, that I'm doing now, it didn't happen overnight. I've been practicing for fucking 10 fucking years. I promise you that. It did not. Even figuring out, because the thing about what people should understand in this business right now about being an entrepreneur, I'm gonna say this: stay as lean as possible. Don't be too staff heavy. Because right now, the reason why I'm all right, the reason why I can really pop the shit like, yo, I have to fire so much staff, because I don't have so much staff. You know what I'm saying? I got staff, but it's good to stay lean. And it's the reason why I was trying to figure out how to shoot without having to have so many people in the room. Because, traditionally when you shoot, you got to have a DP, that's a person behind the camera. You have somebody on lights, somebody on sound, gaffers. It's like literally at least 6, 7 people. They all work on, like, if they're in the union, it's a pain in the fucking ass. And anything after 12 hours is time and a half. It's too many rules. So I was trying to figure out how to set my cameras up and shoot it, and I set the lights up so that one person could just press a button. So I don't always have to have a crew when I want to shoot. So preparing for that, preparing to be lean, it made it to where when this happened, I could now shoot with nobody. So I don't know if I was conscious or obviously I was unconscious, but I guess being prepared for that made me prepared for this. I guess being prepared to do things completely on your own, it really makes it where you be prepared for anything. You know what I mean? Because usually, I guess traditionally, you need people or a lot of people, or they make you think you need a lot of people to do certain things. And if you need a lot of people, then you can't do it on your own. You got to get funding, you got to go raise money, you got to go get partners, and then you say, fuck it, I'm not going to do it at all. But if you could just do it on your own, you don't need a lot of people, a lot of personalities, people. Because what happens is when you're an entrepreneur, you up sometimes, and then when you bet on something, in that moment, you're not up, you down. And you pay people, you pay people, but the minute there's a timing issue, people they act like you never paid them nothing and you did something bad to them, and they don't even give a fuck if you fucked up. They want to get paid. So also that shit used to piss me off too, like, goddamn, if I have a bump in the road, I'm a week late, you gonna fucking go crazy on me like that? You know what I'm saying? But you don't do that to corporate when they say, yo, net 30 or net 90. You don't say a damn thing, but because I'm independent, you want to get paid immediately and get mad if I can't. Shit happens. So that's why I try to keep it lean as possible, because if shit happens, it's a lot of people. Like right now, if I had a staff of 50, I'd have to fire like 40 of them. So, because I got a minimal staff, I don't have to fire them. I can still do what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? Period. So, yeah, my point is it makes sense to be self-efficient, to do as much as you can on your own. You know what I'm saying? And figure that out. So when something happens, you're not responsible for a lot of people and paying a lot of people, and you're not making any money, and that's when and that's the kind of issues that you have as a boss that people don't want to take on. You have to pay people whether you make money or not. If they give you a service and it's justified, they got to get paid. So I've been just doing a lot of paying out lately, a whole lot of that, investing in my dreams, and now it's time to yield. I think it's the time, because I've made the content's good, you know, I could have the distribution platform to put it out, and I have the ability to continue to make it. I have a great catalog, and the catalog is really content that will evolve us. And, I just love that. Yeah, I did hear about America suing China. It's because they saying that the corona was man-made a long time ago, and they had that shit frozen, I guess, and they de-thawed it and it got away. And then they knew about it a long time, and they didn't tell nobody, you know? And they trying to figure out if that was an act of war, was it intentional? Or, should it just be reparations because, they gave us an excuse? But it ain't too much we could do to China. China owns about 40% of America. It ain't really too much you're going to be able to do there. You know what I mean? And shit is real. But, it's crazy what's going on beyond what we know. But what I do know is That's the reason why I'm not going to trust them to dictate my future. That I'm going to only trust myself. You know what I mean? If they help, they help. But I'm going to make sure that I'm going to help myself. You know, that's the most important thing to me. You know what I'm saying? All right, somebody's watching state property. Or they suing them for $3 trillion. Yeah, because this is their fault, because the government's going to have to bail out the whole world. Everyone's going to be broke in 3 months. There ain't going to be nobody. Ain't going to be no way you can collect all that. At least I don't think so. You know what I mean? For real. So anyway, I say definitely get your game plan together about the future. And if you're planning for the old world, that's a stupid thing. Plan for the new world. You know, if you have some plans, you got to change them. You got to be able to call an audible in business as well. Things change all the time. You know what I mean? So if you had plans for the world where everybody could come outside and it dealt with parties and events and all that other shit, you're going to have to figure something different. And it doesn't mean it's the end of the world. It might mean that you probably figure out a better plan. And you should embrace that. You know what I'm saying? You know, you might end up being way further ahead of the game than you were now. And if the world changes, let's hope that it changes for the better. Or at least let's know it's going to be for the better. If it's not for the better for the rest of the world, make it for the better for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to North Carolina. Definitely shout out to North Carolina. Right now, I don't know what you better invest in something pandemic proof. Like if you want to think of something that people could buy from their crib that you could give them from your crib. That's what I'd be figuring out. You know what I'm saying? You know, what I'd have to say is content is the best, but you got to know how to make it because there's a lot of competition out there. So you can't just say, I'm going to make a movie and think people going to buy it. It's like saying you're going to make a record and think people going to buy it. The shit got to be good. You know what I mean? You got to know how to do that. But another thing is you can learn anything you want on Google, you know, on YouTube. So, you know, if you want to make something or figure it out, just say how to do this, to punch that shit in, and it will pop up. There's really no excusing not figuring out how to do something. There's directions. You don't even need nobody to tell you. All you got to do is hit Google. You know what I'm saying? Period. You know, I'm not trying to sell masks really because everybody going to be selling masks. I said I don't like hustling on a crowded block. You know what I'm saying? I might buy something and make some personalized joints, but I don't really want to be in the mass business. You know what I'm saying? For real. You know? Yo, I don't know what to invest in. I'm telling you, I don't know. I would say if you can make, you know, like a lot of people be like, yo, I'm gonna make hand sanitizer and shit. But I'm quite sure whoever produces hand sanitizer, the prices are up right now. You know what I'm saying? Or whoever makes masks, you know, you gotta pay cash right now too for inventory. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to have a lot of inventory. That means you got to be out of a lot of money until you sell it, and if it doesn't sell, you're fucked. So you don't want to have things that make you buy a lot of it up front. You know what I mean? You want to be able to like maybe make them as they're ordered. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, data is important, but you got to enjoy it. You know, like I said, the investment should be in something you love, something that you would do for free, but you got to figure out how to. You know what I'm saying? So I love making movies. I love making music. I love doing fashion. You know, I love all those things. You know what I mean? Nah, I can't run for president, man. That shit. A lot of my friends will get scrutinized. I wouldn't. You can't really say what you want when you're the president. I know homie does, but I don't want. I don't feel like doing all that. I feel like I could do more like this. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I could do more like this. I think whoever's investing in tissue right now, you're late to the party. Probably pretty expensive. You got to find something before everybody else does, not when it's the wave. That's why I'm winning big now, because I invested in the content years ago before everybody else was. You know what I mean? This thing in this bone. Get out of my face, man. This shit smells. You know what I mean? Like, you know, you don't want to get into something when everyone's into it. You got to get into it first. You know what I mean? Because if you do it better, like if you make toilet paper right now, you have to make a different kind of toilet paper. Like, if I could find a toilet paper that could tell you if you had corona, I don't want this one. No. Then yeah, you know, I don't really know. Yeah, DD Survive. I want to thank everyone for the support for DD TV. It's really, really, really starting to blow up and pick up. And I appreciate y'all for supporting and taking it serious. And hopefully, I don't think that when you get there, I know you're not going to be disappointed. You know what I mean? Because I talk too much shit to give you whack work. I really do. You know? But also, get your man, Fetch God. Let him have it. He had it for a long time. But also, I don't know. I forgot what I was going to say. The dog just, what's it called? So anyway, I'm going to check y'all a little later. It's been cool kicking it with y'all. Wifey's waiting for me to walk the dog. You know? Man, say bye. It's Astro. See Astro? He got 2 color eyes. Off the hook. Show me your eyes, Astro. All right, show me your eyes. He got 2 different color eyes. Oh shit, what up, Kenny Burns? That's old school friend of mine, brother. Kenny Burns was good. Yeah, me and Kenny Burns. When I had I did this R&B label called Rock Music. Kenny Burns ran the label. It was called Rock Music, I think. Yeah, but I knew Kenny Burns before that. I met him with Clark Kent in Atlanta. He was wild, like me, loud, shit like that. When we was young and kind of crazy. And now I see him. He has marketing companies, personality and shit. It's good to see everybody evolving. You know what I mean? I like that. So anyway, everybody, I want y'all to check out Dame Dash Studios. I want y'all to do what your dream, your Dame Dash Studios is, because Dame Dash Studios is my television network and my streaming service, and it's my dream. What's your dream? You know, and fight for it. Write it down. Put it on a wall. Visualize it. You know, get other people inspired, and you know, make it into a tangible reality. Focus energy, and get people inspired. And don't take this as a time to get depressed. Take this as a time to get excited. You know, take this as a time to do what you love and figure out how to make money from it so that you can do what you want in the new world. Because the new world is now. You know what I'm saying? And the old world is over. You know? Period. All right, y'all. Appreciate you. You know, I'll be back. I know we're going to do, Lizette Martinez says she's productive. Stay productive. You know? I'll probably come back a little later. I know we're going to do the screening. I'll probably go live for that. And yeah, I'm out. Later.